Welcome back, Smile Mentor community. Matt Griffin here, your Smile Mentor for today. And wanted to let you know we're in our appointment series. Just to kind of give you a heads up, we're at that point where we've already had our case planning. Now they're going to design the smile. They've already done that in the scanning portion. That's a previous video. Encourage you, if you haven't watched that, to look for the scanning video in our playlist. Because they go over a lot of technology, and this is a really important piece because there's a lot of clinics out there that shortchange this. This is something that when it comes to your smile, sometimes they give you, it feels like 3 options. I've been to some of those consultations and I've seen, it's like, really? I mean, it's like one size fits all. No, this is your smile. This isn't just something that's better than what you had. You're paying good money for this. Make sure that they customize it. And so, side note, that was for free. But now you take that data from my case planning, or excuse me, my scanning appointment. Now we're going into the lab. We're going in with Dr. Ratana, and I'm going to be asking them questions about how does the lab design your teeth? How many options do you have, shapes, those kind of type of things. And you get to know some of the technology that's out there. So hope you enjoy this one with Dr. Ratana. And for everybody out there that is a faithful follower, thank you. Really appreciate you guys being a part of this community. It's not just, I almost need to say that better moving forward, that it's not following, it's joining. So those of you that have joined this community, that are a part of it, that are commenting, that are following us, thank you. And for anybody that's new to the Smile Mentor, read below in the description. I put a link on each video that says about the Smile Mentor, why, and the heart behind this. And so just as a side note, always, this is not paid for nor sponsored by anybody. So this is for the patient, by the patient. And yeah, then we all may smile a little bigger and better. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for following. Have a blessed day.
Here, all the information that we acquire, remember, pictures, CBCT, so that's your bone, your teeth, your face scan. So we put everything here, so this is where we design. So this is the designing part. So as I said, we are not going to match only teeth with teeth. That usually that's how they do it in other places, is that they have this articulator and you have like the bite record and then you start designing your teeth based on that. But here we are going to design based on your face, okay? This is just a guidance, you know, the face scan, but it gives us a very good idea of the length, where we can put the transition line that we talked before and all that, okay?
Yeah.
Of course, now this is like the face scan, but we can also match with the pictures. So we have 2D images, 3D images, and we merge everything together to be able to give you a much more predictable result.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically that, you see? So we have your lines, I mean the pupillary lines, all the different sections on your face that we measure.
Okay.
And we can use that. And you see, because it's virtual, we can set the new teeth, the position of the new teeth, everything in the same software.
So from what you see so far, will they be shorter, longer, or the same length?
Maybe a little bit longer, yes.
A little longer
yes.
than even the front ones?
Yes, a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Because as I said, we're going to measure that based on your face. And remember, this is we have these standards, and we're going to do this based on your measurements, and we give you this as a temporary. Then we do it again for the next trial. And based on that, we make sometimes a third one, as I said. So we go on the road doing all those changes.
Okay.
And at the end, you should have the most customized, beautiful smile.
Okay.
Okay.
So day of surgery, right? You know, the part of the thing that we've always talked to, you know, that has always been a huge seller for me is you leave with teeth. You know, it's a bummer to not go through all that and leave with teeth. So you leave with a new smile that's temporary, that is going to be the PMMA version, like you talked about, that some people actually do as a final.
Yes.
This is going to be a temporary. I go home with it. How long am I home with that? That first one.
Okay, because we usually do the first one that is like this, based on these measurements, and we pick it up the same day. We deliver that just for one day because we're going to mill a new one in a stronger material for the next day.
So
okay?
that's it's a 24-hour teeth?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
So we can do changes at that point too, So we have this estimate. We're going to place it on your mouth the same day of the surgery immediately, but then we have more information because now we need to add the information of the position of your teeth. Your implant, sorry, okay? Remember, everything was based on face, bone, and all that. The day of the surgery, we have one more factor, your teeth, your implants. So now we have the information of your implants and we create a new temp for the next day. And the next day you will have a stronger temp and perfectly adapted to your implants and matching with your face and all that.
How much so in that 24 hours I'm assuming I'm gonna have some swelling, I'm gonna have some of that kind of stuff. How much does that play into
effect? The peak of the swelling is 48 hours, 48 to 72 hours, okay? So the first day you're not that swell. If we start working on the third day, for example, is worst. So the first 24 hours, you're going to be with medication, you're going to be with ice, you need to take care that day. Okay, the first 3 days is like the most important part regarding the swelling. So it's not that different from the day of the surgery. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not going to take too much. So the structure, the look, and everything is going to be the greatest 3 days after. So 24 hours, you're not going to have that much difference than before you went in for the surgery. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I mean, we do the surgery, and the peak of the swelling, the worst point of the swelling, third day. Okay, 48 hours, 72 hours. So if we work in the first 24 hours, because imagine that we finish the surgery at noon, but we deliver the new temps in the next morning, it's less than 24 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
So my surgery is on July 22nd at 12:30 is kind of what we're scheduled at. So then July 23rd.
In the afternoon,
in the afternoon, I would come back for that second set of the PMMA try-in. And then how long does that last? How long do I try
for
that?
For the healing process, so we're talking about usually 4 months, okay? Sometimes we do less, 3 months, but it's depending on the procedure. Sometimes we do additional treatments, like, for example, bone grafting and other things that we need to wait a little bit longer for the healing process. But usually it's like 4 months. Okay. Sometimes 5, sometimes 6, but no more than that.
Okay. Yeah. So between 3 and 6 months is the healing process. We're going to be targeting 4. That's kind of our hope, right?
Yes.
So I'm wearing that second set of teeth for the 4 months. How often am I going to be coming back for checkups?
We're going to check you 2 weeks and then 1 month after the surgery.
Okay.
Just follow up, just to check your bite, that everything is okay, you didn't break anything. And then 4 months later, we start with the process of the final teeth. Okay. Imagine that everything is perfect, that you love your temp, you love the size, the shape, everything. So we start working based on that, and it's of course faster, okay? If we need to do changes based on that temp, because I don't like the size, I don't like the shape, whatever, we do the changes. As I said, we do a new trial. You wear that trial for 2 weeks, and then we proceed with the final once everything is completely accepted for you.
Okay.
So remember, this is customized. This is not like a horseshoe that we cut the horseshoe and all that. No, it's customized for you. And you need to approve it, and everything should be perfectly done.
What about color? So will the 24-hour ones, would they be, or then the next one, which ones will be where I'm like, I want that color, or whatever it is?
The 24-hour is going to be a monochromatic material. So it's only one color, okay? You wouldn't have different shades, we don't have translucency, we have nothing like that. But it's only 24 hours.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's only 24 hours. So the next one, we have this multi-layer material that we use. So you may have a little bit of different shades and different translucencies in the material, but still it's just plastic. It's what we call PMMA, polymethyl methacrylate, okay? And then for the finals, yes, after the second trial, we start customizing your shade.
Okay. Yeah. That's when the
and
color
we go
really
in detail with that, because it's not only the shade of your teeth, it's the shade of your gums, everything. So that's where we spend a lot. I mean, actually, the CAD/CAM process makes everything faster, but we still do so much handcrafting here, with the second part of customizing those materials that we mill.
Yeah.
So We may spend 5 hours designing and having the manufactured material, but then we may spend 10 hours more customizing it. Yeah.
If you're a patient or you're helping to help educate patients on the planning portion of this, let's just say that we're talking about this, what questions would be ones you would recommend a patient to ask at their consultation about how that practice might do the customization of the planning part of the...
Okay, as I said at the beginning, the most important part is the information we have at the beginning of the process. So for example, most of the patients, they already had a lot of dentistry, they had a lot of treatments, and the teeth are not in a good shape. So a very good idea is that you bring your picture when you were 20, 18, and you said this, I love my teeth when I was 20, and this is what I look like. So of course you will have soft tissue changes, your face is different, but we may have an idea. Now with digital technology, we did a case not long time ago, but some time ago, where we copied the teeth of the patient's daughter, because she said, my teeth used to be like hers.
So
what we did is that we digitalized, like we did with yours, and we copy paste that shape and position of those teeth, and we did the all-on-4 arch with those same teeth. Okay, so it was like exactly a copy paste of the teeth of her daughter. Yeah, so we can do those things. So if you bring the good information, we customize it as much as you want.
Okay. So if they were to ask a question in a consultation, a patient was to ask a question in a consultation of the clinician, what would that question be, or questions when it comes to this? What do you do when it comes to planning? How do you plan your cases?
How we're going to decide the shape and the shape and the details of my teeth. How we're going to do that, okay? Because remember, not everybody does the same process.
Sure.
So sometimes they have like this cook recipe, okay, this is for you and for all my patients. So of course, you're not able to customize that. And you will see all the patients of that clinic with the same teeth. And that's very common, very common, yeah?
Okay.
Maybe nice teeth, maybe ugly teeth, but all the patients of the same consultation with the same type of teeth. So how we're going to make those decisions? What do you need from me? So you can ask that as a patient to see how much they invest in the customization of your teeth.
So if I was to ask it, I'm a patient, I go in and I say, okay, if I'm going to invest in this, walk me through what the customization process looks like for my smile. What steps do I take, and what do you do to show me what my smile will look like beforehand, and what do you guys do as you're building it out to customize it, and what if I'm not happy with it?
How we change it, how we do it, what's the process? Yeah.
Okay.
What's involved?
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.